doing the shopping. So now we're gonna do the cooking. So I'm gonna make the enchilada sauce first. And we just use the pack McCormick's. So in the pan I got 3 cups of water. We're gonna add our 2 packs of enchilada sauce. Hope everybody had a good day today. We're gonna add our 2 cans of tomato sauce. I probably could have got away with 1 pack, but I want to make sure we got enough sauce. Hey T, hold on. Okay, there we go. Happy Friday, T. I hope you're having a good Friday. So we just making an enchilada sauce real quick. We're going to use this leftover ground turkey that we had last night. And then we're going to make a new meal with it. That's all we doing tonight. We're going to take some leftovers. We're going to make them taste tasty. And we're going to recreate this meal so that way they ain't got to eat the same shit over and over and over and over and over again. And be like, we had tacos last night. And then I'm going to make... I'm gonna make some pork sliders on Sunday. I'm gonna make some pork sliders with a coleslaw on Sunday. Little game day kind of snack. Okay. So this meal is gonna be super, super easy. Yeah, that's Popeyes all day. I sure will. Welcome in, Arnell. So we're gonna take this, we're gonna put some of this sauce in here, we're gonna mix that together. And then once the sauce is done, I'm gonna transfer it to a different dish. We're gonna use the same pot and we're gonna cook our beans in there. Hey Pops, how you doing? So that's what we doing. We making enchiritos. I don't know if you ever had that, but Taco Bell used to sell them back in the day. So it's basically taco meat, ground taco meat with refried beans on the inside, and you roll them up in a flour tortilla, and you put your enchilada sauce and your cheese and your onions on top, and you bake it like an enchilada, and you serve it like an enchilada. So I'm gonna make a little regular mayonnaise, tomato, avocado, and onion, and cabbage salad on the side. Something a little fresh, you know. Sorry, they got noodles cooking and stuff. It was hot. It's hot. And then we're gonna use up these flour tortillas we already have. We only got one in here. And we got a couple in here. So we're gonna use those up and then we're gonna break into the new pack. And I'm literally just waiting on this to come to a nice little simmer. And then we're gonna transfer it in here. So we have a nice little pour. Mom all right. She just came from the doctor today. She doing okay though. She trying. She chugging along. And then the little mama, she talking about her stomach hurt. I personally think she been eating a little bit too much junk food since Halloween. But you can't tell her that, you know. I can't tell her. Maybe you need to lay off of that junk food, because then I'd be wrong. Okay, so I'm literally, this is hot already. I don't need it boiling. So we're going to transfer that like that. We need a little bit in the bottom here. And we need a little bit in the meat. And then the rest, hold on, I gotta wipe my pot down. The rest we gonna cook the beans in. So everything got a little bit of this enchilada flavor. So I'm gonna just take my little refried beans, my canned refried beans, dump those off in there like that. And yes, I cleaned off the top of my can for those that's gonna be like, she used the top of her can. I washed it off. It's fine. Okay, so I just literally want to warm these beans up just so that they more pliable. And this is how you stretch a pound of beef with some refried beans. And this is how you recreate a meal so your family don't feel like they eating the same stuff over and over and over again. So, Mocha, what are you doing, girl? That enchilada sauce. And then I'm going to season it with just a little bit of garlic. A little garlic powder. A little white pepper. And a little bit of the natural sea salt, table salt. Just a little. We just gonna warm this up. And once this is warm, we really ready to rock and roll, y'all. It's that simple. We not slaving over a stove on a Friday night, okay? But we gonna eat. And this what I be doing at home, y'all. Like, I don't eat extravagant. I eat regular people food. Just regular food. And I try and make as much of it semi-homemade. I'm not going to use all canned ingredients. I ain't going to use all fresh. I'm going to do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Okay, so see how we just put that enchilada sauce in that meat? Made it juicy. And now we're going to sell. So let me move this over here so y'all can see. Move y'all. Okay. So using my old tortilla first. You're going to take a little bit of your beans. You're going to smear your beans. Okay. Smear your beans in the center. Get you a nice little scoop of meat. Okay. And then you're going to take you a sprinkle of cheese. And then you just roll them up like an enchilada. Okay. And you just set it off up in there like that. And then you keep doing that till you ain't got no room in your pan or no ingredients. So now I got these little street taco ones. I'm gonna do the same thing for those. I'm gonna use these older shells up first instead of using up the fresh ones. So yep, this is all you do for the assembly part. It's pretty simple. Okay, we'll roll these this way. And I might have to get me another pan and just do 2 pans, which is fine. As long as you got the cookware. Some people don't have 2 Pyrex pans, which that's understandable. Shit, put it in a cast iron, put it in a foil pan, do what you gotta do. So we're just gonna make some of these. And this is I like these over enchiladas. I'm not against enchiladas. Enchiladas is cool too. But I'm a flour tortilla type person. I like my flour tortillas. I usually keep them in the house on deck at all times. So it's just a preference thing. But you absolutely could use corn if you prefer corn over flour. In the video of me shopping, I showed you where they have some zero carb, keto free, keto tortillas too. So that's always an option as well if you're looking to not have so much flour and, processed foods. You could also make your own tortillas. That way you could control what's up in there, what ingredients you use. So it's all about your preference. And I'm sorry, y'all, right now I'm not reading the chat. I don't see it at all on my phone. So I just want to apologize. I'm not ignoring you. Extra cheese. Yeah, there's more cheese going on top. There's more cheese going on top, Pops. I promise you. That's just on the inside. Okay, so now I think I'm definitely going to need another pan. I'm going to get me another pan after I put this together, though. Yep, but this is how you stretch your money, y'all. Like, you don't gotta fill these tortillas up with meat. Put some beans in there. Beans is good for you. Fiber. It'll fill you up. You could put rice in here if you want to make it, buff it up some more. But I usually put the rice on the side if I'm gonna serve rice. I just like the beans and the cheese. And this kind of remind me of like a little bean and cheese burrito, like in the enchilada sauce. But we definitely gonna put some more cheese on top. This is just the beginning. And I'm finna shove this one in here, watch. You're gonna be like, what? How she do that? Watch. Somebody gonna be lucky to get this one. And you shove that right up in there, baby. Boom. Okay. So, we got that. Now what we gonna do? Take some of that reserve sauce. You pour that on top too. Okay, we need to save some for our other pan. So I'm actually glad that I made two. Trust me, this sauce is gonna bubble up and bubble up over. Okay, so now I was gonna buy the kind that I shred, but this was already shredded and it was slightly cheaper. So I said, you know what? We finna do it like that. So this is where I add my cheese. Okay, on top. This is where I add my cheese. And then all the ingredients on the inside is cooked. That's another reason why I warmed the beans. The meat is not really warm. I could have warmed it up, but it's gonna warm while it's cooking. You could cover this with some foil. And I bake it for maybe 10 to 15 minutes to get the inside kind of warm. 10 to 15 minutes, bake it, and then take the top off, take the foil off, and bake it till you get your cheese bubbly and melty the way you want it. Okay, so we're gonna throw this off up in the oven real quick. Get us another Pyrex dish and get to assembling some more. I feel like this size would be okay. I don't know what size this is. What is this? I don't know. I know it's not a 9 by 13, but I feel like that's gonna work perfectly. So you just keep repeating the process. Beans, meat, cheese. And if you run out of something, shit. Have some that just got beans in it. Have some that just got meat in it, you know? I like to roll fatties. Oh, shoot. I'm putting them in the bottom. I like it on the bottom. Okay, there we go. Boom. See how you correct yourself? Just auto correct. Don't worry about it. Cooking should be relaxing and not stressful. If you stressing and you cooking, you're not prepared. You're not ready. It should not be stressful. Okay, I'm just gonna keep rolling. Like I said, everything ain't gotta be extravagant all the time. Usually when I make this, I do a Spanish style rice, and then I do that sweet corn cake as a side with a salad. I'm not doing all that tonight. We finna have these and a salad. And if they want, they can have some beans on the side. I think I got enough meat for one more and enough room for one more. So that's perfect. And that's exactly what we finna do. Like I said, we ain't gonna stress, but everybody gonna eat. I'm feeding 5 people. I'm feeding 5 people with this food. I could squeeze another little one up out of there. How about I'll just do that? And then I can move that over a little bit. Make it fit. Roll it. Tighten them up just a little bit. They're just gonna be on top of each other a little bit tighter. That's cool. Squeeze one more in there. That one a little skimpy on the cheese on the inside. But that's okay. Alright, now you take your sauce. Drown these bad boys. And take your cheese. cheese them up. I'm gonna save a little bit of cheese so we can put some more on top if we want. You can also put olives on top of here. I put the green onions when they come out for a little pop of freshness. And then the rest of these beans, I'm gonna just make some bean and cheese burritos with. Make some little bean and cheese burritos. Or I leave them in there, and if somebody don't eat them, I'll make some little bean and cheese burritos. How about that? Okay, put this in the oven too. A few little dishes. Clean up my little mess. There's not that many beans in there, so somebody will eat them. They will not go to waste. I can guarantee that. And that's it. That's how you make enchiritos. I gotta chop up my green onions, but I'm probably just gonna cut them with the scissors, the kitchen scissors, directly on top. Whoever wants some. Same thing with the avocado. Just cut it open when they want it. That way it don't go bad. Cause only a couple of us eat it. So that's that. And then I'll do a short upload showing you the finished product. So once it come out the oven and I hook up my plate, I'll show you the finished product. Or if you want, y'all can hang out. But I gotta clean these little dishes up real quick, and I gotta make me a cabbage salad. So I might be able to take them out in a minute while I'm doing this. I love this flat top. The only thing I don't like about it is I can't cook my tortillas the way I used to. Other than that, easy to keep clean, easy to cook on, way easier than electric stove. I cannot cook on no electric stove. I do not like it. I don't like it. Okay, them little dishes is washed up. I need to put this up in the cabinet. Oh, you got it. You gonna put it in the same spot where I got that?
I'm looking for a can.
I know, I told you no. Okay, so toppings. Toppings. Oh, Okay, make a quick little salad that I like eating with it. I'm not gonna put the tomato and stuff in it because everybody don't like tomato. I'm gonna do a quick little cabbage slaw. And this one, they keep the carrots and the stuff separate. Which I'm like, that's cool because you could add as little. It attacked me. You could add as little or as much as you want. So we gonna do that. And this, it's not gonna be sweet. Cause we gonna have a sweet slaw on Sunday when I do the sliders. So I don't wanna do a sweet slaw twice in a week. So this one is literally gonna be kind of, you'll see. So it's real simple. I know it don't sound probably appealing to some, but it's very, very good. And it's gonna get all ate up. Okay. So it's a mayonnaise slaw. It's a mayonnaise slaw, but I put a little bit of vinegar and a little bit of ponzu in it. I don't like the way that piece is. Yeah, so I put a little bit of vinegar and a little bit of ponzu in it. And then salt and pepper. And we're gonna use the white pepper and the regular little natural table sea salt for this application. And then I normally put tomato, green onion, and avocado in this one. So it's like a creamy slaw, but it's not sweet. You're gonna get a touch of sweetness from the vinegar that I use, but that's it. Sometimes I add a little sugar, but I'm not, because the vinegar and the ponzu is on the sweeter side. Alright, so we're gonna add regular Best Foods mayonnaise, how much ever you like. Some people don't like mayonnaise, some people like Miracle Whip. That's cool. I personally like mayonnaise and not Miracle Whip, but I get it. So we're gonna use the sweet cooking rice wine seasoning, a little vinegar, and then we're gonna use this ponzu, a little bitty ponzu, and then salt and pepper. That's it. And then mixy. I'm probably just gonna put the lid on it and shake it. That's probably what I'm about to do. That's what I'm about to do. Hey, newbie. Good evening. We're making enchiritos. And then we're making a little mayonnaise slaw. So on my toppings, I'm gonna do beets, tomato, green onion, avocado on top of my salad. Maybe even some cucumber because I got it. And then I just want to taste this. It looks like it need a little more mayonnaise. Oh no, it's good. It's good. We're gonna taste it though. Make sure it's good. Mm-hmm. I lied. I said I wasn't gonna put no sugar, but it needed. It needed a touch of sugar, and then it's perfect. Mm-hmm. Yep. I told a big old fib. As soon as I tasted it, I'm like, nope, it needed. Oh well, we just gonna have sugar swallow twice in a week. Taste it again. Make sure it's good.
Hey,
Hey, mama.
I bought all kinds of different top ramen in the bowls.
I know I'm good.
Yeah. Don't cook.
Already cooked.
What did you make?
Enchiritos and coleslaw.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna check these enchiritos, make sure they looking good. Yeah, I tasted it. I was like, nah, I need it. Okay, yeah. So let me show you. Let me move this stuff real quick. Put this back where it belongs. I think that's another thing that make cooking unenjoyable for some people. They don't clean up as they go. They don't clean up behind themselves. And then they find themselves overwhelmed, you know. Take it out, put it back. That's kind of the rule. Just take it out, put it back. Keep your space clean. And for me, I have to clean as I go. I do. I cannot cook in a dirty kitchen. I don't get how people do it. I will not cook. If the kitchen dirty, I'm not cooking. And they all know that too. So, they want me to cook, they'll keep the kitchen clean. That's how I see it. And I'm not a dirty cook. I try my hardest to not be like rude and disrespectful with the dishes when I cook and leave all the pots and all the pans and shit. Like I clean as I go. So that's another thing. Okay, I was about to show y'all these enchiritos because they ready to come out. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna cook them a little longer, remember. Let me show you. Can you see it? Yeah. So see that? So now you're gonna put it back in and you're gonna let that cheese really melt the way you want it to melt, uncovered. And then next time you open it, it'll be bubbling. You know what I'm saying? The sauce will be bubbling. All right, so in 36 minutes, y'all, I taught you. Well, let's add the 1.5 minutes short. So in less than 40 minutes, I taught you how to grocery shop and make enchiritos. And as soon as they come out and somebody ready and I make a plate, I'll take a picture of it and I'll post it on the wall. I appreciate everybody for coming through. Mom tried to save me from cooking dinner by buying noodles, but I had other things on my mind, like enchiritos from the old school Taco Bell days. Okay? The 59, 79, 99 days. You heard me? And with that being said, I love you. Thank you for your support and have a good night. Peace.